After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And they're able to get this one across the 30. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, the Vikings at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team, because everyone gains confidence, and they feel like they can continue to get better.
12 yards there, first down Vikings.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. From the red zone now, Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a wide receiver's dream, because if they can make that first man miss, a lot of times they turn these into big plays, and that's exactly what happened here.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And see, when you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder, because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Cousins gives way to Cook.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st down. Here's Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
6-yard line.
Cousins now. And the ball is knocked out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
To throw is Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Patrick.
He's got the first down and more. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams
Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They run off tackle right with Williams. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Well, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 75. And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there, that means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Yeah, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He finds his man, complete. It's Patrick.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
Think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long for Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Williams.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw, Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 24, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And some room to maneuver.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
On second down, it's Cook again.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd and 6.
Cousins to throw.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They try again with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. It's Cousins on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That's taking quite a gamble, and it definitely did not pay off.
And most of the time, it's real easy to go ahead and criticize that type of an attempt. But I actually liked what they did there. Taking that gamble, showing that they're going to be aggressive, unfortunately for them, they took what probably was a short 3 points off the board.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards to pick up there. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here in this drive. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter,